Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Oakes, and I'm excited to come at you today live on Facebook. And also those of you that are listening in on our podcast or watching us on YouTube. Today, we're talking about Instagram tips for teenagers so they can brand themselves in a positive way. Now, we all know that every kid has one of these devices, and they're online sharing all kinds of stuff, and we are all about them having fun, right? Here's my niece on my screensaver. But we want them to have a great time, but we also want them to know their future. So today, I'm so excited to have not only a friend, but also somebody that I see as an Instagram expert, because she has her own online brand that she gets to use, and brands are looking at her as an influencer, not just the rest of us, but they're saying, hey, can we work with you? And she has a day job that's incredible. I have today live from San Diego, California, Samantha Wormser, and she is with Power Digital Marketing, and she's their public relations manager today. She also has a really incredible Instagram profile that really brands her, and it's fun, it's vibrant, but also she knows what it's like to be brand friendly. Samantha, welcome to the video. It's good to have you here today.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Josh. That's quite the intro. Happy to be here.
So talk to us about tip number one that you have. Think about your future job. You tell teens, think about that future. What do you mean, and what should they do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's really important to think about your future career and job in the perspective of when you're posting online, think about who's going to be seeing that down the line, because once something is posted on the internet, on social media, it really is there forever. So as someone that interviews a lot of intern candidates, full-time candidates, we're a relatively small company, so referrals mean a lot and go a long way. And we've actually, we always look at social profiles to make sure that they're clean, appropriate before we make any hires, and that goes for interns and full-time hires. So we've actually almost taken the plunge with a few people before, and their social profiles have not been very clean, not very appropriate, and we haven't been able to make the hire. So that's really how important it is. It can really make or break your career based off of what you're posting on social media.
Yeah. So thinking about your future job, and those of you that are teenagers or parents, go get your kids, bring them in the room, because it really, everything that they do, we want them to have fun, but this affects their future. Even if you have a stellar recommendation from within the company or within the college. Okay. Talk to us about tip number two. Shining on social media isn't just about your personal profile. What do you mean, and how can we learn from that?
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys have experienced being tagged in photos, tagged in posts. Basically what this means is your footprint on social media isn't just your Instagram account, your Facebook account. It's really everyone else who's talking about you as well. So don't just think about what you're posting directly, but what other people could be posting that will eventually show up on your profile too. So yeah, just thinking about that bigger picture, not just what you're directly posting, but how you appear in general on the internet.
Yeah. So for those of you parents that are on Facebook, your kids probably aren't on Facebook, but if you have the setting opened up so people can automatically tag you and their political views can be on your profile, probably one of those things where you have to be careful what people can auto tag you in. Would you agree with that, Samantha? Just like whether it's something that's not in line with your brand.
Yes, exactly. Even what you're commenting on other people's photos, posts, those are a reflection of you. So you should always make sure that those are clean and appropriate, and that what you're putting out there is the best foot forward.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to us about your next tip. Go for quality in who follows you, not the quantity of people. I love this one. What do you mean, and what can we learn from it?
Yeah, so I feel like everyone's kind of trying to be an influencer now. But what I mean by this is go for a community of like-minded people who have the same values as you, post similar content to you, people that you admire, look up to, and really just stay away from engaging with anyone who might be sketchy, any people that you wouldn't surround yourself with in real life. There's this whole difference between being behind a screen and engaging with people and being face to face, but really think about, is this a relationship that I would want to have if we were face to face? And if not, don't engage with them.
Yeah, that's very wise because they become a part of your brand. Okay, Samantha, next one is create quality content, whether it's on Instagram or elsewhere. How can we do that? What should we do? And what would you tell teenagers how to have fun online while also making sure they shine online?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really cool because there's so many jobs and career paths now that cater to digital marketing, social media marketing. So essentially your social media presence can really become your resume. It's kind of like a digital resume. So if you're applying for jobs that align with that, align with social media, you should be pushing content that's creative, fun, shows your personality, creative, and it's quality content. So you're always trying to produce content that you would want thousands of people to see. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, that everything that you're producing is a reflection of something that you could do down the line professionally. So if you're interested in social media, always just making sure that what you're putting out there is really high quality, whether it be photos themselves, making sure that they look very high quality, or whether it's the captions that you're putting to go with those photos.
Yeah, I love that.
Buttoned up.
Buttoned up. I love that. That's good. And one of the ways, students and parents, that you can button yourself up is go to Google and search for your name. Go into incognito mode. Make sure you're logged out. Incognito mode helps you do that, and see yourself the way other people on the web will see you. They won't see your child as the perfect angel that they are. They'll judge them based on, the internet, unfortunately, is the first impression people get of you. And Google it doesn't treat your child any more special than anybody else's results. So what comes up could be other people tagging and all this other stuff. So I love that, creating quality content. Okay, we're on to the last tip. Tip number 5, pause before posting. What do you mean, and what can we learn from it?
Yeah, so this one is probably my favorite tip, and this is what I follow when I'm posting anything online. I really think about, before I'm posting, my mom, my dad follow me on social media. I'm sure many parents follow their children on social media, which you should. And just being someone that is posting daily, think before you post and really think, is this fully appropriate? Is this something that my mom would want to see, my dad would want to see? And then even for students, is this something where one of my professors who I really admire, one of my teachers in high school who I really admire, would they like to see this? Would they be proud of me for posting this? Or is it by any means inappropriate? And just really go with your gut here. If you think, if you're a little iffy about something, probably shouldn't post it. That's just kind of the baseline there. But yeah, just think about your parents seeing it, other people you look up to seeing it. And then from a professional perspective, even now, like my CEO follows me on social media. So thinking about that before posting too.
That's so wise. These are awesome. There's 5 tips to shining online on Instagram or really any other network. One of the tips that we give kids is make sure it's light, bright, and polite. But an even a more important set of values that we have is, if you're about to post and have a great time, make sure that it has a little bit of positivity and a little bit of gratitude in it. Those are the 2 keys that seem to keep us out of trouble from a PR filter standpoint, and seems to also, you can still be your authentic self. Okay, Samantha, I want to give you the last shot, last call. What would you say to students to inspire them to make sure they're shining online while they're either in middle school or high school?
I would just say be yourself. Be yourself, be confident, post things that are appropriate, and always think twice before posting something that isn't. So yeah, that's my final thoughts for you guys. But always have fun with too seriously, but make sure that what you're doing is putting yourself out there in the best light possible.
Samantha, you're awesome. I want to thank you, and all of you that are joining us here today. You can learn more at SmartSocial.com, where we teach people how to put their best foot forward online, how to search for themselves, and really that, as Samantha said so well, your new resume really is a combination of your Instagram, any other networks you're on, and also especially your Google results, because that's where they're going to find you. I want to thank all of you for joining us here today on the podcast, on YouTube, and especially on Facebook. I'm Josh Oakes. I'll see all of you soon. Samantha, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.